I wanna dance, yeah, 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 yeah. Otoyewu, make a dance with you, make a dance with you, yeah. I wanna dance, yeah, yeah. Otoyewu, make a dance with you, make a dance with you, yeah. See me say bra, yendi asa, yeah. Bra my kosa, oh.
You know me, get. When you see me for party, you still there from yeah. See, I know you feel me, baby, oh. But when you see me coming down, you return your back. Yeah. Make you know they try me, boy, oh. I got the feeling for you. Me, I know be stubborn, me, I know be babu. I want to show you sweet love. Me, I wanna dance. Yeah. Otoyewu, make a dance with you. Oh yeah, I wanna dance. Yeah. Otoyewu, make a dance with you. Dance with you.
Yeah, Boomba is basically that's just like my signature. Yeah, let's just say. Yeah, I sign out and I sign in with that. Just means energy. Just means energy. Just giving myself like a lot of motivation and morale to just do what I do.
Yo, how your body hot, team for summer. Mama chance, now me now come on. Everybody want chop, city be full of piranhas. Ready to commit, baby, do me what you wanna. Never lost. Things for you, I swear never lost. Your ex still likes you, rare have a loss. Me you for trust, give me make a bus, make a feather cost lights off. Me feeling how you're moving lately. She dey try claim streets, but your bullshit baby fool me crazy. Do me movie shady beside your mouth, off we be like you.
Me I wanna dance, yeah. Otoyewu, make a dance with you.
My name is Camidoh. My full name is Raphael Atachi Camidoh. I am an Afropop R&B artist. I grew up in a home of like 5. My mom, my stepfather, and my siblings, you know, and I think I first got inspired by Akon around the year 2007, 2008, thereabout. I got inspired by Akon to start making music, and ever since, yeah, I've never looked back. I changed my my dream of becoming a pilot to become a musician because I feel like the passion for music became so strong I couldn't, you know, and I'm a producer currently, I'm a writer, I'm a performer, you know, and a singer, and I rap sometimes. Yeah.
Say for the bank, only for your body sake, oh yeah. See me see dance for me, girl, let me see your body shake. Me I no lie after you nobody day. I could say for the bank, only for your body sake, oh yeah. See, me I wanna dance, with you. Otoyewu, make a dance with you. Oh yeah, I wanna dance. Otoyewu, make a dance with you. Dance with you.
A cousin of mine, big shout outs to Afropop. I escorted him to the internet cafe because at that time he was gonna submit an assignment or something like that using a floppy disk. And so yeah, it was like a long time ago. And then because I wasn't doing nothing, he got one of the the computers for me, and then he started playing Akon's music on YouTube. I remember I was lonely, and then Don't Matter around that time, and I just loved it. I can't lie, I just loved it, and then that was just it. Just like came home, started singing Akon's music, and I remember I was singing while I was like doing my chores in the morning and all of that, and then that was just how everything began for me, and I just took it up and, you know, worked more on it to become whom I am today. Well, to be honest, I don't think I've DM'd Akon before. I don't think I've done that before, but I've known people around him who kind of like know that he's my inspiration, yeah, but I don't think I've DM'd him personally to say, yeah, you're my, I don't think so. Like, I could check.
this point in time, we do have...
I feel like I'm just waiting for the time where I'm somewhere not knowing that he's there, but I'm just performing out of my passion, and then he sees me, and then he maybe he loves my energy, and then we were able to like, you know, gel from there. I rather want it to be like organic than, you know, me just hitting him up and then telling him I'm a fan, because I feel like 1,000 people do that all the time. Yeah, my sound, basically because I was inspired by Akon, I picked up the R&B and then a little bit of the streets, you know, but mainly the R&B from him, and I blended it with the African sound and all of that, so I kind of like do Afropop but stroke R&B.
They follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Because my so good is give me blessing. They follow me, follow me. They follow me, follow me. They follow me, follow me. Cause they know say my so good is give me blessing. They follow me, follow me. Oh, oh, la nunye, oh, jipa majarapa. Baba wojiba maga for what I like ba. Ola nunye ojiba majada ba. Baba wojiba maga for what I like ba. Say me I came from a miracle.
It's going well, and it's every day like I'm building on what like I did previously, and I'm learning new stuff. You know, I feel like I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing really good. When I first got inspired to make music, I went to high school. Right after that, Bishop Herman College, and then I met another guy who was also like talented. So we decided to gel and become like a group, you know, at that time. And so basically, we started recording tracks together because we were unable to pay for the studio time like individually. Do you know what I mean? So then we started recording tracks together, and then from there it was just right for us to become a group. That's just how we became a group, and then we were together for about like 9 years. Yeah, and we broke up in December 2017, and then I started to chase my solo career.
Majarapa, Makbaba wojiba maga for what I like ba. Ola nunya ojiba majarapa lo. Makbaba wojiba maga for what I like ba.
Yeah, we were signed before. We were signed to a couple of like labels in like, I mean, people who believed in us as musicians and wanted to, you know, support our dream. They had to start a label because of us. You know, I remember I was signed to Mickey Michael Records, signed to Heart of Lions Entertainment, signed to 3FS Productions, and then yeah, a couple more. I think that it's quite better because in a sense, not in a sense that my partner wasn't that good. He was good, but he was a nest alongside music. So his time, like his dedication to music was a little like lower than mine, you know. So I really wanted to have that energy around me where it's like we're all on the same page, and then we're able to, you know. So me being solo, I kind of like just surround myself with the people who are on like the same energy as I am on, and then we ride with the dream, you know. So I feel like it's better. It's better. Like I'm loving it solo. I'm actually loving it solo. I'm a performer as well, you know, and I make a lot of love songs. So it's just right to, you know, be booked for weddings and perform, because these days people getting married want to have a little bit of entertainment. It's not just the same old. I mean, the wedding is now a proper event on its own. Like, weddings are now proper events, you know. So these days, most artists are booked for weddings as well, and so am I, you know, because my music kind of like relates to what's happening on the wedding grounds, and, you know, making vows and all of that. So yeah, and I love it. I love performing at weddings. So when the bookings come, and then sometimes we're able to like replace the wedding gigs, like replace other gigs with the wedding gigs, because it's actually fun to perform at weddings, you know, dancing on the dance floor with the couple and all of that. And plus, I made a song that kind of like perfectly fits the wedding industry, and so that makes me like get the most bookings, if I may say. Well, I made the song, and the inspiration and everything around the song was about, the theme was wedding. I basically was just thinking about a man moving to a lady, and, you know, proposing and all of that, saying all the sweet stuff, you know, the lady playing hard to get, but finally accepts, and then boom, you see them on the dance floor, you know. It's like that, fast forward, boom. You see them on the dance floor, and then, you know, they're dancing and happy and all of that. So I spoke to the team, and everyone that heard the music had the idea of a wedding. So we had no other choice than to make the music video to represent a wedding, with the wedding setting and all of that. But usually what people do is they storm, or they get into other people's weddings and shoot. But what we did was to create the wedding. I got married, you know what I'm saying? Like, we created a wedding where I was getting married, and everything was created from scratch, you know, to the top. Like as if it was a real wedding, you know. That's what we did, and I had fun doing it. I want to just take this opportunity and say special thank you to Norbert Datson. He was the wedding planner that my manager reached out to, and he really was dedicated to the project. And, you know, the rest of the crew, everyone really did amazing with regards to the video. So.
I wanna dance, yeah. Okorie will make a dance with you.
Yeah, I'm feeling good, happy. You know, feels really like beautiful to be doing this, because like as man, everyone is gonna do this at some point, you know. So like this is like a rehearsal for me. It feels good. You know, I'm an artist, so I always knew that there was gonna come like a time where I had to like do a video related to like a wedding setting and all of that, because obviously my music is like about love and all of that. Yeah. So I kind of like just thought about it. Yeah. 1 second, I'm on air, bro. Yo.
And this is one of the music videos that I have taken part in. It was so stressful. I think it's stressful. Yeah. The moment is now. The song has been there for a while now. It's coming off the Lighter album. So watch out, Lighter is coming.
Where to beat the matter? As you dey cry for my head, I dey hope say no be belly where you carry. My name is Camidoh, aka Mr. Grind Don't Stop, and I'm live face to face on Voxafrica. Keep it locked, peace and love. Boom bop. Yeah, I'm just currently inspired by love. I mean, my current album, my upcoming or forthcoming album is themed Love is the Answer. You know, it's called L-I-T-A, Lighter. And reason I called it, I decided to call it that is because I feel like all my life, this is my first album, and all my life, everything that has happened around me, or everything that changed in a positive direction, came through the path of love. You know, almost everything. I just say everything, you know. So I decided to, it's just my current state of mind. It's just love. That's how I'm feeling right now. And as an artist, to be like true to yourself, you need to be true to yourself. You don't need to tell another person's story. You need to tell your story to the world, because there are 1,001 artists out there telling their stories. So I'm just telling my story, or telling how I feel through music. Do you understand? So that's just my state of mind. I feel like my next album, I would have to travel and maybe be somewhere, you know, and, you know, have new experiences and make music about that. But currently it's just my state of mind, and that's why, yeah, I make love songs.
Although you they bring me blessing, baby you they bring me blessing. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Album, is on the way, and I have like a series of like shows that I'm gonna be performing, especially weddings. I'm gonna be like doing loads of weddings that we have, as I remember we have on our schedule, and also the album is scheduled to come with like a couple events, like having intimate shows with me and my fans. I'm doing a high school tour, I'm doing a uni tour, I'm just doing a school tour and then club tours and all of that, just trying to spread my music across like the country and, you know, just wherever we get the chance. It's just this time around it's all about that. So I'm really not going to be stable, I know. So I'm just prepping my mind and my soul, my body and everything, getting ready for that.
You will bring me blessing. Although you they bring me blessing. Baby, you will bring me blessing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Around you, let me take you to my home, baby. I don't go palangale, no, Maria. Let me put my hands around you. Let me take you to my home, baby. I don't go palangale, no. Yeah, cause everywhere I go, yeah, they giving you the credit. Everything I do, they say now you make I do.
First of all, I feel like it's a beautiful industry that we have, dominated or, you know, saturated with a lot of talents, a lot of great untapped talents. Secondly, I feel like the industry generally is challenging, you know, just as every other industry. Our royalty systems are not in place. That is a big problem. And I feel like the OGs have been fighting that, or have been, you know, striving to fix that even before we got here. And we're still trying. That is a big setback, and that holds us from moving, you know, like other or maybe competitive countries, if that's right. You know, for example, Nigeria, I don't know about their royalty system. I don't know how they're doing it, but we only see them like in our faces all the time. We also don't have the kind of investments that we hear they have. Like, some Nigerian artist friends who tell us how much, you know, they invest in their music videos, in their performances, in their costumes and all of that. But over here, we don't see that level of that. People over the years that I have been growing and learning from the industry, people have attributed that to the fact that there have been a time, like once upon a time, artists don't really, they really like, I don't know how to say it. They really don't, they tend to be like ungrateful to these investors. They tend to fight these investors, and they tend to do things that make the industry not look not attractive, you know. So these things or factors pushed these great investors back. They don't see our industry as attractive as we think it is. So now I feel like it's the time where we are now changing. Like, everyone is working hard to change that mentality. Now we're trying to bridge the gap between the corporate world and then our industry, because believe it or not, as beautiful as the industry is, we need the corporate to really pump in their finances. We need these investors to come in and make it like, so we can be able to brand it to appeal to the world. I feel like that's the only thing that is stopping us. But aside that, I feel like it's a very beautiful industry, challenging but very beautiful, and it's a very potential one, because you see artists from all sides of the world traveling here to make music. Like, that tells you that this is a very fertile land for music making, you know, very peaceful and all of that.
Anytime you want me, you can have me. I'm available to you. I'll be available, I'll be available to you. Yeah. Anytime you want me, you can have me. Namanyalo, namanyalo, if something that bother you, namanyalo, and I go standing and fight for you, and I go standing and fight for you.
I think that's just same old same. I would love for artists to really collaborate a lot more among ourselves rather than, you know, stretching forth to, you know, do foreign collaborations, because if we're together, we're able to, like, you know, break through and, you know, build stronger. Also, I would also fight for the same thing that our predecessors have been trying to fight, which is our royalty systems, because if that is in place, if that is really in place, monitoring music revenues and streams and all of that with regards to airplays and all of that, if that is in place, I feel like artists will have a lot more revenue, make a lot more revenue through their music directly to be able to reinvest or, you know, plow back into, you know, the promos and all of that. That is just a great setback, and I feel like that's what I would love to change. I think that's just been a year or something. Yeah, that we did one last year. We actually just initiated it, and it was a beautiful one. I feel like a lot more inspired. Before growing up, I just thought that music was all about making the music, performing, and all of that, you know. And I have had the idea of like stretching forth to like use my platform to help people, but I thought I was gonna be big, like to the level of Akon, and then I could start to do that. But then I met a friend who really just like asked me a question. It's like, so I see you're really making it, you know, what are you doing to help other people? Then it dawned on me that I really don't have to be too big to be able to help other people, you know. So then I spoke with the team, and then we decided to look the way of mothers who were stuck in the hospital because they were unable to pay their bills. People had complications and all of that. So yeah, we just used the platform, we launched it, raised funds, and it was really like beautiful because it was challenging to be able to preach that to people, to help and come on board and help these mothers. And not a lot of people think about them, you know. People think about their daily lives, think about like children on the street and all of that, but they don't really like look the way of mothers who are stuck in the hospital simply because they are unable to pay hospital bills. That's like really, you know, deep. So we went there, had a conversation, and we realized that there were a lot more than we thought. We were not able to get everybody out, but I'm just proud of myself and my team that we're able to get a few people out. And that really was inspiring, and I really want to do it annually, you know, and just at least if I'm a star and I'm able to just shine my lights on these kids or these babies and bring them back home, give them some support. Yeah, that would really be like, if that's all I'm doing, I'll really be proud of myself for the rest of my life, you know? And with the Save the Kids, actually, I think that November will actually be an ideal time. Launching it in November, making sure that everyone is, like, there's ample time for everyone to be able to contribute. Because I remember when we launched the first one, a lot more people reached out later. And it's funny because we were not properly set up with regards to like a system where people could really donate from around the world, you know. So people were reaching out, how can I help, how can I donate items and all of that, but we're not able to receive all of these things.
I see one girl for Ace last night. She told me straight she was in my type. She didn't know me, I came with my guys with the tear money on top the floor like mice. We dey play other girls like fever. Today I knock less with me my nigga. Normally I don't like to the jam too much on my song. Fire boy take over. When you won't want me, when you won't want me, I'm in San Francisco, Jammy. When you won't want me, when you won't want me, I just flew in from Miami.
If that's my dream collaboration, I really want to work with Angelique Joe, Mama Angelique Joe, our Mama Africa. I have like grown up with her sound in the background. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I grew up with her sound I grew up with the sound in the background. I wasn't like, I'm an Angelique Joe fan, but it's like that sound surrounded me, you know. So coming to realize who she was, watching almost all her interviews and finding out the kind of personality that she had, I got so inspired. And I told my manager, I was like, I definitely want to make music with her before I pass or she passes. You know what I'm saying? God forbid, but yeah, I definitely want to make music with her. Adekunle Gold from Nigeria, I definitely want to make music with Adekunle Gold. He's a great inspiration as well. And yeah, and I just got blessed also by one of my mentors, which is King Sack, you know. we met in London, and then you know, we had a very beautiful vibe. And you know, we have a song, but I know we are gonna have like, I'm looking forward to us having like a joint album, like where we work on a project, just me and him. I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna come. You know.
I love you guys so much.
What up, guys? My name is Camidoh, aka Mr. Grind on Stop. I would love for you to check out my EP, Contingency Plan CP, on my website www.camidoh.com. My social media handles are Camidoh, Camidoh, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat is Fingers Camidoh. Check out my EP and all of my, you know, my music on there, my music videos, everything that you want to know about Camidoh. You find it on www.camidoh.com. Peace and love. Nice hanging out with you guys, man. Love. Boom.